greetings. Are you one of the Grey Wardens that went into the wilds? Did you happen to see any white flowers?
Maybe I did. Yes, in fact, I have one with me.
I don't know for sure that the flower will aid my poor hounds, but it's worth trying. I have, let's see, 20 silver to offer as a reward for it.
That should be fine.
Thank you for your assistance, then. Perhaps we won't lose as many hounds as I'd feared.
Yay, money! Sell off some stuff.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Maybe.
Well, let me know what you'd like.
Question if somebody wants this or not. Damn, we have a full gold now. Oh, another backpack? Yes, please. And now we will pour again. 75, huh? Should wait for this then. I need a herbalist for it anyway. He doesn't. That was the highest target he had. to see. What's his flask?
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Maybe we should tell you about Morgan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had scrolls. They were both very odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Now will you tell us what this ritual is about?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
You're saying this ritual can kill us?
As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
Good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
Maybe
you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Let's go and get on with it then.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward. Sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry.
Holy shit. Yeah, he is a big goblin.
But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
He take it as a man.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Nothing you said prepared me for that.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Very well.
The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Where are the bodies? All that loot. I gave them loot. What the heck? No, now we have our dog back. I'm gonna get stealth now, so we have it. Oh, I got their stuff. Okay. We're meeting with the
My
king.
decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the young lord from Highever I met earlier. I understand congratulations are in order.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine, speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To flank
cover.
the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
I'll do my best, Your Majesty.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
Somehow I don't trust this guy at all. He just seems evil. The first time we met him.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Where is this tower Ishal exactly?
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
When do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
What if the archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
How much time do we have?
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
We join the battle afterwards.
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
Are we in any danger? Oops.
Of course, even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty of battles, Alistair. Be patient.
I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Okay, so let's see. Good point. Level 9 warrior. Shield defense. When this most likely shell drops into a defensive stance, it favors the shield, gaining a bonus of defense. Epic threaten. It's weird that we don't have any more people with us. Is everybody gone now? Everybody's gone.
Majesty.
Of course it will. The blight ends here.
That is one big dude over there though, in the middle there. Damn, that's a lot of hounds, man.
For Ferelden!
Yes. Loot? And they died, so we should be able to loot them, right?
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
What do you have? Arcane bolt. Flame blast. Oh boy, friendly fire possible in energy. More flasks. Okay. Health. Health. This item, less. Okay. Weird camera handles. Wonder if there's anything new down here now, or look like it. Fruit. Ba, 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 ba. What if he should have that for mana too, no? far does this reach? Go on. I'm gonna try it out. Well, that worked out.
Let's get started. As you wish.
Let's see what do we have down here. Well, I guess we're going in. Power of the shell. First floor.
This should be easy enough. As you wish.
emissary, man. Nothing here, though. Now we are ready.
Let's get started.
I guess they came out of the another room, huh?
Right.
He sure did. You go for top one, bash, doggy golf, ranged, shot, blasted, that one. That one. Take that! Okay, we should check and see what we picked up here. Bit of armor. Color and maybe something on this.
are these darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
Could try telling them they're in the wrong place. I would go for that one.
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Logain will be waiting for the signal.
What?
Wonder, can't I Holy shit, they came from every freaking direction. Okay, that was not a good idea at all.
Let's get started.
Off I go.
Let's get started. As you wish. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Off we go.
That's 3 mil. They are ranged, all of them, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes.
He goes to that one. Sunset. So you go for the city.
Victory shall be mine.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
get started.
Hello, Lila. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? The History of the Chantry, Chapter 1. The first blight devastated the Winter Imperium. Not only had the Darkspawn ravaged the countryside, but the Winter citizens had to face the fact their own gods had turned against them. Gumat, the old god once known as the Dragon of Silence, had risen to silence the world, and despite the frenzied pleas for help, the other old gods did nothing. The people of the Imperium began to question their fate, murdering priests and burning temples to punish the gods for not returning to help. In those days, even after the devastation of the first blight, the Imperium stretched across the known world. Friends with the barbarian tribes, the Imperium was well prepared for invasions and attacks from without. Fitting, then, that the story of its downfall begins from within. The people of the far northern and eastern reaches of the Imperium rose up against their powerful overlords in rebellion. The Winter Magister summoned demons to put down these small rebellions, leaving corpses to burn as examples to all who would dare revolt. The Imperium began to tear itself apart from within, throngs of angry and delusioned citizens doing what centuries of opposing armies could not. But the Magisters were confident in their power, and they could not imagine surviving a blight only to be destroyed by their own subjects. Oh yeah, oh you wrote 3, Jim. Well, are you seeing 3 of me? You've been drinking something there, Lila? Some heavy tea? Even after the blight, Winter commanded an army larger than that of any other organized nation in Vedas, but the army was scattered and its morale dwindling. The ruin of the Winter was such that the Alamari barbarians, who had spread their clans and holds over the wilderness of the Federal Valley at the far southeast edge of the Imperium, saw weakness in their enemy, and, after an age of oppression, embarked on a campaign not only to free their own lands, but to bring down mighty Winter as well. The leaders of the blessed campaign were the great barbarian warlord Meferath and his wife Andraste. Their dreams and ambition would change the world forever. Shade. Hour. Sounds like a long podcast. rock and roll then, or?
On it.
'70s, '80s.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
Stealth.
Doggy leveled up. Punkish music, huh? Can't say nothing that rings a bell right now. Testing here. So we have genlock. Might be more enemies coming. So, doggy. I'm gonna get shot like heck if I work here. Sacrilege. I'm bad with name. If I hear the song, I'll probably remember it though.
On it.
Freaking bow, man. Listen to it later and see if I can remember it. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Oh, freaking heck, there's a trap there.
I got it ready.
Awesome. codex updated. Alphas. That would have been good if I had seen that earlier, huh? That could have helped us. Maybe something is coming up now then. Go there? Huh. There's some beasts right now, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, you can wait there. Take you. Look, you go for that one. You take your arcane missile and slam it on that one.
Armed and dangerous, ready for action.
The heck did all these little buggers come from? What the heck? How did he die? Why didn't he drink a freaking potion for? So, attacking those made a lot of enemies from over here arrive. Well, that sucked. Okay, so that means we just have to go all in here. It became just bad, that part. Okay, we all just go for that. In here. You in the back. They came from the other room, little buggers.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
Okay, I have to be a little bit more careful now because I don't have any of those healing potions. So I have to keep track of what's going on. I have to manually do it. Now Okay, let's see. Interesting, it doesn't break stealth me looting chests, so that would break it. And they come from all these other rooms too, when you start engaging one room. Alistair. Okay. Vad gör vi då? Okay. It's floor. top 4. Oh boy, big boy. Leela, kill it! Oh shit. Oh, come on. What the heck is that bullshit? And he has... I have to restart that encounter. He's like half health pretty much, and he just dies, and I can't heal him in that period either. Too late healing him. It's like he picks up. Okay, so as soon as he picks him up, I have to make sure he heals himself after that. What the heck? How did that one? Oh my god, he has like no time to... And why isn't this working? That off, that on. You attack. You attack. I don't know why that one he ran last time. He needs a drink. How am I supposed to avoid that part? It's like impossible. Maybe he comes back if we're common, I don't know what the deal is. Or if we have to rest him, or... Because Alistair just get hammered. He comes back to life. Okay. That is just insane, though, the damage. Harvard's East. Harvard was Marefield's closest friend. They were children together in the same Avar clan. They fought side by side in so many battles that Mafred dubbed him Harvard Aegis. Better to have his side than any shield. After it brought Harvard with him to meet with the Winters, it was unthinkable to stand before his enemies without his Aegis. I understood that Faref was giving Andresta over to be executed. Harvard, unwilling to draw swords against his friend and leech, placed himself between Andresta and the Winter soldiers. The Winter struck him down, and Mafred left him for dead. Aegis was not so easily destroyed. Harvard lived and made his way, gravely wounded, to the gates of Mindrafos to stop the execution. Too late. He found only the ashes of the prophet, left to the wind and rain. When his fingers touched the ash, his ears filled with song, and he saw a vision of Andresta dressed in cloth of starlight. He knelt at his side, saying, "Rise, Aegis of faith, the Maker shall never forget you so long as I remember." His wounds healed instantly, and with new strength, Harvard gathered up Andresta's remains and carried them safely back to the lands of the Lamari. Huh. Oh, God. That was a pain in the butt one. He just took him up and pounded over half their health. injury kit. Do they have injury kit on here? I wonder if I shouldn't have been running around with him after he got aggro. One exactly would have helped. Okay, hit a beacon. Check.
Sound the retreat.
What about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Traitor. King is dead, long live the king. You got shot by 1,000,000 arrows? Oh boy.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
What happened to the darkspawn?
You were injured and then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember?
remember being overwhelmed by darkspawn.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
What happened to the Grey Wardens and the King?
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
I have some questions if you... Thank you for helping me, Morgan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
Are my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
I have some questions if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Much higher.
What a sensible attitude. Mother is seldom sensible, however.
How did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Any other survivors?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why did Loghain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
Okay, you asked enough.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Aww. Bye-bye, King. And Duncan also gone. Loghain and MacTier. Raider. Oh yeah, thanks for rescuing me. I'm just gonna drop you home.
Right. Let's get started.
Sorry if I'm...
As you wish.
Ah! She's too alert about things right now.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morgan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
So why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark spawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Land is hardly united thanks to Loghain.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
Will you help us fight this Blight, Clement?
Me? I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Yeah, right.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
I think they all will believe us over the tomb.
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Keep in mind that Loghain was also an honorable man. And say he doesn't help us, what then?
You have more at your disposal than merely old friends.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Al Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Yes, thank you for everything, Flemeth.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Thank you, but if Morgan doesn't wish to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Okay. He doesn't want her around, huh? Very well, we'll take her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite Ferelden against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you speaking. Questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Tell me about this village to the north.
It is a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
How are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
Have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Oh, what skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
You can substitute for Allison now. Never mind him, you don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
Are you really Flemeth's daughter?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
She's just gonna stay here alone?
Mother was alone long before I came, and will be so long after I am dead. Such is her choice, though I suspect she would claim the choice was made for her. Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Emissary approves. That's 4. Limit. You're required to do nothing, least of all believe. Ages ago, legend says Ban Konobar took to wife a beautiful young woman who harbored a secret talent for magic, Clement of Highever, and for a time they lived happily until the arrival of a young poet, Osen, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the Chassin tribes for help and hid from Conobar's wrath in the wilds until word came to them that Conobar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flement's face one final time. The lovers returned, but it was a trap. Conobar killed Osen and imprisoned Flement in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flement worked a spell to summon and spirit into this world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flement into an abomination. Twisted, maddened creature, she slaughtered Conobar and all his men and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years, Flement plotted, stealing men from the Chassin to sire monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Korsari witches led an army of Chassin from the wilds to strike at the Lamari tribes, who were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say. But even now the wildest whisper that Flement lives on the marsh, and she and her daughters feed those men who come too near. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of the Tower of Ishal. But just who, or what, Flement truly is, mystery. Earl Eamon Werin. Nobility does not exist without obligation. We owe all we have, even our lives, to our land and our people. As the maternal uncle of King Caelan, Earl Eamon is one of the king's most trusted advisors. Redcliffe, while not a large, especially wealthy part of Ferelden, is a critical strategic location. The fortress guards the western pass that leads to Orlaise, as well as the major trade routes with Orsama. A well-respected man, though not the most charismatic, King Caelan once said of him, "My uncle Eamon is a man everyone thinks well of, when they remember to think of him at all." Also one way. Alistair, huh? His mother was a serving girl who died when Alistair was very young. He was raised by Eamon Garin, Earl of Redcliffe, for a time. Morrigan. Her mother claims to be Flement. If that's true, then Morrigan might well be a very powerful witch, for the tales of the daughters of Flement tell of a twisted, monstrous women who can kill a man with a fear. He was made to accompany the surviving Grey Wardens, the payment Flement said for saving their lives at the Tower of Ishal. Now we got a lot of quests or some. Okay. Awesome. August suffers a hex that inflicts penalty of cold resistance and electricity resistance. Okay. Spider shape. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't have any on me right now. Need flasks.
Not left yet. I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
You could come with us, you know.
Oh, I prefer to remain here. Considering what the world has done to me, I have already done more than it deserves.
Could you answer some questions?
Questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested in action.
Do you have any advice?
About the Darkspawn?
Yes.
Only that they are more cunning than they appear. More important by far is the Archdemon. It is the core of this taint, and while it lives, so does the Blight. This Tairn Loghain is different. You must deal with the repercussions of his deeds before you can face the Archdemon, unless it finds you first.
What will you do once we're gone?
Have a moment's peace for once.
Yeah.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
This is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long. May your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
Can I ask about your magic?
What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently.
Oh man, what a discussion this. How long have you lived in the wilds?
Since before I was wrinkled and old. You may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her.
You don't seem happy about that.
I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough. You have your task to complete.
Okay.
Then we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat.
Right.
Speak. I shall do it.
gonna try this. Might fail. Ah. Can't go.
What do you wish of me?
Let's ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Mother's been doing this for a long time then, huh?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
And I saw the magic open to abuse.
Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk. There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom.
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
How somebody calls you a lunatic? How does one do that then? You spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
What do other animals think of you when you changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus, they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Yep.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Maybe tied to a flagpole and tickle. I like that one. I think it really sounds quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Morgan Fruits, that's one. Doubt there's something to get there.
What do you need?
You want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
It's like a father to you, I understand.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
Yes, that is stupid. You would be dead. Oh, I understand completely well.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from High Ever. So he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
My entire family was murdered just recently.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to High Ever with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
I'll say. Okay. World map, it gives us a major location of interest around the Kingdom of Ireland. You can use the world map to travel to various locations, although some are not available until you meet certain criteria.
Oh, why, you little...
What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Well, it was just a warning. He could have taken a hand off.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
I would never feed you another human being.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
What a discussion with a dog, man. And let's do a normal save here.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
It's a thought it counts. He means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
It's a gift. You can't just throw it away like that.
I just did. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Aww. I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
This is funny though. Have to find a way through there, are we? Alright, have fun then. Oh, funny. Runs around here barking excitedly. Pet Murphys. Oh. He rolls around happily on his back. Okay. Oh, so this is how you pick. He's level 7, me is 6. Murphy's only 5.